Yo, what's up, YouTube? Decided to bring back the Clutch Dump podcast series. This is the second episode. First episode, we had some audio. I might be able to work through that. But I decided to bring it back. For me, it was always something that I always wanted to do. Integrate that gameplay into it. I think the racing and the driving makes it more entertaining. But with that being said, we are talking about the GT3 class today. Um, the most popular class for a reason, but we kind of talk about it and, kind of compare and contrast the GTE. So stay tuned. I'm not gonna drive the vet only because I'm about to make another a vet video right after this. So, Maca it is. Alright, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Apex Vision TV. I got my dog Matt with me again tonight. We are on Automobilista 2. We are going to do another Clutch Dump podcast episode, and we are going to talk about GT3 class. We are driving at Suzuka, getting ready to do a night race or a day race. Anyway, stay tuned.
So I'm feeling like the best way to start this is, how do you feel about these evolution versions of the modern GT3 cars? Do you feel like it's really an evolution,
So,
as they used to call them, like the old school M3 and then M3 Evo from the DTM days? Like, it was really a change. Like, they made improvements.
so sometimes I think it is. Other times it's kind of like it's not drastic enough, I'll say. Like, with the Mercedes AMG, uh, it's looked the same for the past for a long time, right? It's basically looked the exact same. I think the only thing that's changed on a surface level is the fog lights. But
Yeah.
then at the same time, you have cars like the Audi Evo 2. It's a clear difference between Gen 1 and Gen 2. So it doesn't. Sometimes it equals out more than others. And even like the Aston Martins, the regular Vantage GT3 with the V8 is on here, but you can't really tell too much. Anyways, we are off.
Yeah. Green start. Try not to run into the back of this old big BMW M8 or M6.
We are at Suzuka and the sun is up. I
Yeah,
swear
we
I'm not.
practiced that night.
I swear I'm not picking these positions, man.
No, it's all random.
I know, but I keep getting better luck of a draw than you.
That's all good. I'm right behind you. I see you up there.
Anyways, so the GT3 class. Um, Last episode, we talked about GTE and how much we liked GTE. Now we're driving GT3. It's direct replacement. I guess the first question I would ask is do you think it was the right decision for the FIA to go to GT3 instead of trying to get more GTE involvement?
Well, as we know, I crashed. I'm done.
Uh-oh. I hope not.
Yep. I hit the grass. That's funny. Um, Severe damage.
Uh-oh. Sound like a pit
I mean,
stop.
that was great. What was I gonna say? Damn, I lost my train of thought because I spun out like 140 miles per hour.
I'm gonna have to get that replay and put it in.
Oh yeah, I'm
But
about to get to the damn. All right, restart. What was the question again?
basically, I was asking, do you like this class directly replaced the previous class? Do you think it was
Yeah.
the right decision? Um, ooh, oh,
Well, cost wise, I know why they did it.
mm-hmm,
You know, it saves money, right? GT3 cars are cheaper than experimental GT cars,
yeah,
but they lost the spirit of prototype GT racing from the 90s
yeah,
by giving up on GTE because GTE was the closest thing we had to GT1.
yeah,
They're probably damn. If you think about the speeds, are probably very close. As much as some people would be like, "No, there's no way." If you probably really looked at the lap times and compared them to something we should probably do, I guarantee they'll be close enough to the point where we'd be like, "Damn, GTE wasn't that bad." Like if you really think about it, like the Porsche sound amazing, the Corvettes were awesome.
mm-hmm,
Aston Martin showed up at the end,
yeah.
so.
So I'll agree with that. Basically, for the audience, what he's saying is GTE. Basically, it was such a limited run that you would have three, well, I guess anywhere between 4 to 6 like one-off cars. So everything was extremely expensive to develop. While GT3, they just roll off the production line, right?
Yep.
The counterpart to that, though, for me is, originally the whole thing behind that is it was originally a gentleman driver's class, and the whole idea was like, all right, we're gonna build these cars with electronics that let let average Joes get in them and speed them up, and they turn down the electronics as they get more comfortable with the car. I'll say it sucks to see GT3 GTE go, but I think what we got as an alternative, I mean, everybody and their mama making a GT3 car, and what's special about it for me is like it's a downforce formula, it's an aero formula, and they work together with that to do the balance of performance BOP, and that's how you can have a Bentley win the Bathurst 12 hours or the Bathurst race. You don't get that in GTE because the Bentley just there's GT3 lets physics and aero play a part more than GTE. Like in GTE, you got the better car, you're more likely to win. In GT3, it's more controlled by the FIA. Before I let Mac ask another question, I'll double down on his comment about GT1. So before GTE got quicker, it wasn't close, but as GTE improved and they got that aero jump, I want to say 2017.
Mhm.
The cars got a lot quicker. They got more power, but obviously the big difference is GT1 was engine formula based for power, while GTE is like more of a power BOP thing. Um,
Yeah.
so it's just one of those things. Um, but overall, it's a killer class just because everybody's dipped their foot into it from, like I said, even like the Lexus, that was never intended to race, but GT3 was so inviting that they're like, You know what? Let's go ahead and enter in. We got an engine that can handle it. So,
Well, I don't know if you remember from the old Gran Turismo 5 days, I believe. Yeah, GT5. Lexus had at the Tokyo Auto Salon that prototype GT Racing ISF. It
oh
looked like a
yeah,
DTM car.
yeah, I remember
That
that.
was the beginning. Yeah, I love that thing. But that was the beginning of them flirting with GT racing for like 5 to 6 years before they finally committed to it.
Hmm.
Because they always came out with these prototypes at like the Tokyo Auto Salon or the SEMA Auto Show, and
Hmm.
you're like, okay, Lexus, we get it. Your Toyota TRD Racing, Gazoo, all of it encompassing, like
Hmm.
just go racing, and they're like, no, no, and then finally, they dropped the RCF GT3. Like what, about 6 years ago now, 5 years ago,
It feels longer than that.
right? And but look, it's finally like stretching its legs out and getting these wins.
Hmm.
That thing used to be slower as hell, and because GT3 is like going to be around forever, you know, um, they were able to develop that thing into a true contender with the top marks of GT3.
Hmm. Speaking of Lexus slash Toyota, have you seen the new? Well, I know you have because I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. The LFR concept that they've been like kind of teasing.
Oh yeah, I love that thing.
Yeah,
It gives me big LFA vibes.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I don't. And then my other question would be, do you remember the LFA GT3 car that wasn't a GT3 car?
Yeah, the one
Uh,
that raced at the Nürburgring 24.
yeah, such a cool car that it's like, man, come on. I remember, I think it might have been like Autosport or something. I remember seeing them having a GTE concept car, GTE version, and you could tell it was a GTE version because the rear wing was so small. This is back in the days of 458 GT2
Yeah,
and
early days.
early days. So yeah, that's crazy to think about. I got a question for you. What's your favorite early GT3 car and why?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hmm.
I would say my favorite early GT3 car, the McLaren MP412C,
Yeah.
the flamethrower.
Oh yeah.
I would say that would be mine. Just the way it sounded, the engine, like was supposedly a derivative of the old Nissan VR38.
Yeah.
Supposedly, there's no confirmed, but I mean the architecture is almost identical.
Yeah. I believe it though.
I think it's just a great sounding car, and it was pretty good, for its time. What about you?
I would say it that's tough for me to answer only because I really anytime I seen a GT car, I thought that they were going to Le Mans. So I actually didn't like this quote unquote gentleman's class. I'm like, why would you build something so close to Le Mans but not have it go? And going back on it now, like that first generation R8 is definitely my favorite. And then the other one is probably the Z4. Like the Z4 was just so easy to drive in that first Assetto Corsa. So it's
Oh yeah,
between those two for me. Um, but it
they knew
was
what they were doing when they made that. Because think about it, they built that car because they couldn't build the E46 M3 GTR the way they really wanted because the rules,
yeah
and so they really got to let loose with that thing.
the GTR. That's always a funny story though because you know how Porsche was like, hold on. This breaks the spirit. It's not illegal, but the spirit of the rules say you gotta sell some road versions. So they were pissed, and then BMW had that one, well, those couple M40, E46 M3 GTRs.
Yeah.
So that's funny. I don't know what you got the difficulty at, but I'm kind of boogieing along up here, man. So I'm
I
gonna
got
need.
that 90.
Hmm, maybe this McLaren is just. Well, actually, it's the McLarens have always been good to me. Like, I was talking a little bit earlier on camera, but before we did the video intro or whatever, how good the 12C GT3 was, and that was like a confidence handling thing, right? But I remember, and this is on regular Aceto, not ACC. The the 650 had a touch of oversteer for me, and I really had to be careful with that. But then I
Yeah.
got to ACC. I don't know if it's a different tire model or if they just got more data on this 650. But the on
Dude, my motor
ACC,
just blew up.
what?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm getting flashed at by the AI too. He's like, get the hell out of my
oh,
way.
that's rough. Um,
Yeah.
but no, what was I saying? Oh, oh yeah, the 650. So like on ACC, that was my baby, and now and then the 720 came out, and that was even better. And this 720 Evo is just, man, it's money.
I
Like
don't
that
know. It said I ran out of fuel.
ran out of fuel.
But I put more fuel in than the race lap. All right, whatever.
Oh
And I
man,
pitted too when I was repairing the car.
those dang on Audis, man. I'm telling you,
I need to be drinking. I guess I gotta.
it's that V10.
Yep. That's funny.
But yeah, this McLaren is pretty good. Speaking of that Audi, what would I feel like you haven't had much time to drive it on track, but what do you think of it though?
Well, I got to do a little bit of racing there at the end before I ran out of fuel. I think it's actually really good. I definitely like the bigger wing of the Evo,
Mm-hmm.
and I could see the different bodywork from the regular one. Like they stretched it, getting like bigger overhang in the rear.
Yeah, that rear wing is ridiculous. The fact that it hangs backwards. It has like a reverse swan neck, and I don't know if you read when the new Evo came when that car came out, but basically they were like, "Hey, we're gonna we had complaints that the regular Evo, I guess, because it was LMS, and then it was the LMS Evo, then the Evo 1 and Evo 2, I think. Well, the Evo 1, and I'll pull it up. I'll pull up pictures on my video. Uh, it did not have much rear wing. It was more of a mechanical grip car. Now, of
Yeah,
course, there's electronics that help you, but you know, mechanical grip is more of a low speed thing, driving technique thing, while aero grip is more of a high speed thing. And I don't care what anybody says, these German companies, they build these cars to win the Nürburgring. They build them to win the Nürburgring and then adapt for everything else. So the Evo 2 is so much easier to drive than the Evo 1 for me because that rear wing aero is everything. Hey, I found my first multi-class victim. This Toyota. We don't do front wheel drive here, so I'm gonna blow right by you. But Yeah, that Evo 2 is damn good. And we're done. Race over.
There you go.
Look at that beautiful car right there. I am gonna add. I'm gonna make sure to save this replay so I
Yeah,
can
yeah. Failure.
so I so I can pull it up and send it to you.
That's funny.
But that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you follow his YouTube channel. I will link that down below.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we will keep knocking out these videos. I think the next one we're probably gonna do together is gonna be what you I think we should get a set up, get these 2026 F1 cars set up. But with that being said, comment down
Yeah, that's
below your favorite GT3 car and track combination. I know the easy answer is Spa, but if it's somewhere else, feel free to leave a comment down below. Like I said, don't forget to check out Matt's channel, and see you guys next time.
see you later. Peace.